Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Tuesday, and guess what? I'm wearing this guayabera in memory of my dad. My dad used to wear these, and I'm going to dedicate this shirt to my dad, Chaguito. We used to call him that, right? Let's begin, shall we? Look through my window, and who do I see? Eliani, Esmeralda, and Violet looking at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Look through my window, and who do I see? Julian, Ellen, and Matthew looking at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Look through my window, and who do I see? Gracie, Matthew, and Justin looking at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Look through my window, and who do I see? Ariadna, Sofia, and Pablo looking at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Look through my window, and who do I see? Darwin, Mr. Rodriguez, what? Looking at me. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What month are we in? October, October, October. What letter does October begin with? O. What sound does O make? Ah, 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 ah. What's the last letter in October? R. Very good, R. What sound does R make? Like red. Vamos a contar en español. Vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Wow. Let's do it in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And 20 is with a T, has 2 digits. And 20 has a 2, not a 1. So, around and down and out you go. That's the way to make a 2. And the 0 is an oval. This is an oval. Okay? That's 20. So today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. Say it with me. Today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. And what's the weather? What's the weather? What can it be? What can it be? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? What can it be? What can it be? Well, I don't see the sun. What is it outside? Let's take out our weather people here, and we're in the season of fall. That's why we have pumpkins and apples at the farm, because it's harvest time. We talked about harvest back in September. o la cosecha, donde recogemos las calabazas, las manzanas. So that's what we're talking about, la estación de otoño. But we have a dog that is ready to go to school, and we need to dress him up. But we need to know what's the weather outside. What's the weather outside? It's not sunny. It's cloudy. It's what? Cloudy. If it's cloudy, but it's not raining, you need to wear something to keep yourself warm when you're outside. You can wear a jacket or a sweater. Okay? So it is cloudy and cold. It's what? Cloudy and cold. So this week, and especially today and from here on, we're going to be working with a lot about Fundations. Fundations is this chart, which everybody now has. If you have it, you need to use this with my video that should be somewhere down there. Okay? And you need to practice and go over these letters of the alphabet every day. Every day. So, when you practice it, at the end of the week, say Friday, you should be recording, mommy should be recording you doing the letters of the alphabet of Fundations. While I am saying it, you are repeating it, okay? So, I did think about something else, and it's this sky letter formation board. And what's a sky letter formation board? It teaches you where each letter goes on each line. So for very easy reasons, we have the sky, which is the sun and the clouds. We have the airplane line, which is the dotted line. We have the grass line, which is where you're going to land many of your letters. And you're going to have the worm line, which is probably some will land down here. So, you're going to use that with a dry erase marker and tissues. If you don't have an eraser, use a tissue to erase. So, one of the things that you can do is practice the letter of the week. And the letter of this week is the letter C. So the capital C starts on the sky, comes down in a curve to the grass. And that's the letter C, the capital C. Okay? Capital C is for Carlos. It could be Cristina. It could be Casanova. It could be Chavez. It could be many names. Okay? The other letter C is the small c or lowercase c. It starts on the plain line and comes down to the grass in a curve, like that. And that's the letter C. When you finish, you erase it with your tissue. Now, this is what you should be doing on your video when you go to my video recording about Fundations. And of course, the next page of it is the sky letter formation. So you're going to carry these two every day, every day, every day, until you get it. All right? Another letter you can practice is the letter B. The letter B, which was the first week we started in October, starts as a capital B from the sky down to the grass. Pick your marker up and go to the plain line and make a bump to the plain line, and then a bigger bump to the grass line. And that's the capital B. B for Bernice, Brian. It could be the last name of Bermudez. Okay? So the lowercase b, which is the small b, also starts on the sky. So you start on the sky, come down to the grass. Pick your marker up and go on the plain line and make a bump like that. Okay? That's very important. So that's the lowercase b and the capital B. So you erase it with your tissue. You see it doesn't smear. It all stays right there. So let's do last week's letter, which was the letter S. The capital S starts on the sky like a snake. You start on the sky, go on a curve and touch the airplane line and come down to the grass line like this. The lowercase s starts on the plane line and goes in a curve right down to the grass. And that's the letter S in lowercase form. When you finish, you can erase it and you can practice your name. Let's take Darwin. Darwin starts with the letter D. So I start on the sky, come down to the grass, and then the capital D starts on the sky and makes this big bump right down to the grass. That's the letter D for Darwin. A starts on the plane line and goes around and touches the grass and around and comes back up. And then you bring down the tail of the letter A for Darwin. The letter R starts also on the plane line, comes down to the grass, goes up in a curve right on the plane line. The W for Darwin starts on the plane line, comes down diagonally to the grass, goes up to the plane line, comes down to the grass, and goes up to the plane line again, like diagonal form. The letter I for Darwin starts on the plane line, comes down to the grass, and then a sprinkle goes right up here. And the last letter in Darwin's name is N. So the N starts on the plane line, comes down to the grass, goes up in a hump, and comes down to the grass. And that is Darwin's name. So now that I finished doing this, you should be practicing your name, and you should be practicing this video that I have been showing all this time. All right? And remember, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.